And we're back, the TAKful Creator here. Okay, let's get started. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God. Feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, love, abundance, guidance, grace, and mercy watch over us and lead us to the land of God. Ashe. Alright, so let's see what we have here for our general collective read. If you're new here, my name is the TAKful Creator, and I am a prophetess. Not only am I a prophetess, but I also dabble in certain arts, and a few of those arts have everything to do with creation. Okay, so what's forms of creation? You can say spiritual quest, you can say tarot, you can say just an intuition, the intuitive guidance of, yeah, wow, I feel like I'm tapping into other readers right now, because a lot of what I'm saying is like tethered to like their normal verbiage. Okay, so what that means is that this reading is going to be in line with a lot of readings that are being put out currently. Okay, so whenever you receive this reading is when you need to hear it most, and it will align almost immediately with your life. So look around, see what you see. If it aligns with anything that pops up in this reading, be on alert. Okay, oftentimes when we do these readings, it's not just for play. It's because there's a really important message that needs to get out. Okay, there's some kind of leap of faith that needs to happen. Someone is stressed. Okay, stressed and depressed. What do you need? Desserts. There's a reading where it's like stress is desserts backwards. I definitely think you should tap into that reading. That energy definitely aligns with at least this message right here. I can feel it. So we have this wake-up call energy with this human trafficking of a baby blue. Okay, so what are we getting by baby blue? Not only are we getting the baby aspect, talking about kids, maybe talking about the youth in some way, we're also talking about the throat chakra, which is the color for the throat chakra, baby blue. Okay, now what does that tell us? That we are not exercising our inner voice, our inner monologue. We're not exercising that. Okay, so what we truly believe aligned with our authenticity is not manifesting physically. Okay, so you might be saying adjacent to what you want to say, but you're not saying exactly what you want to say. And this is a wake-up call, because that is the reason why you're stressed. Take that leap of faith and say what's on your chest. What does Kevin Hart say? Yeah, to say with your chest type of thing. Yeah, that's definitely what I feel you're being called to do. It's definitely what I'm being called to do on a daily, and it's one of the reasons why we're in this reading currently. Okay, but just to recap, this is a general read. Yes, the cards are coming out messy. Why? Because life is messy. It's very symbolic of what happens. Don't think that everything's going to fall out perfectly, especially if you're in this stress spirit. Okay, you're currently out without a paddle, but that's offering you some kind of serendipity. Why? Because ignorance is bliss, but only in the beginning. Okay, as time progresses, you can see firsthand how not knowing or not being aware of something can definitely cause more of a rift, cause more issues. Okay, and this is happening with a Pisces energy. Okay, now with a Pisces in reverse, we can be speaking on a sun sign and you're just not acting within the higher vibration of your sun sign, or we're talking about the overall energy. So this could be your moon sign, your Jupiter, your Mars, your Uranus, your Saturn. This could also be your Chiron. I'm definitely getting Chiron energy. And if you have mastered energies that are outside of your normal chart, then you're probably on Pisces right now. You're not mastering it fully, and we have to figure out why you're not mastering it fully. It would make sense if it's not in your chart and you are embodying that energy as a star seed, as a collective, as a earth angel, right? It would make sense. Okay, so either you need to ground yourself in Pisces energy, which is attracting yourself to water, attracting yourself to things that would resemble or symbolically express water, or you can purify. That would be the easiest way, I would say, to tap into Pisces energy, is fully cleansing, purifying the body. Okay, which means purifying your mind and internal. So that's fasting, that is meditation, and that would be either getting in a pool, taking a full body bath, including washing your hair, or taking an herbal bath. Okay? But if we're just talking about the sun sign in Pisces, ooh, we're about to get into this reading. Okay? All right, so there's some kind of music DJ. There's a singer. There's a singer, a DJ that made a song recently, and they're going to be canceled because of it. Yikes. Well, I mean, if Doja Cat out here talking about the devil, then I am pretty sure whatever other songs that are out there is, you know, can't be as bad. But it's definitely going to provoke some kind of maybe newsworthy exploitation. Okay? There's some kind of alcohol with a stunt double. So there's someone who is trying to be you or mimic you, and the only way that they can do that, you know, emanating your high vibrational energy and your authentic energy, your true energy, your confident and expressive energy, they need to be under the influence. Okay? But not in a way that is, I think, dragging. I just think it's light drinking. Okay? But it's so that they can play you, which is weird because you're over here, stressed and depressed. Like, come on now. But the reason why that this is even being able to take place is because the spiritual war or the tower moments that you are undergoing right now in order for you to level up is taking away your spiritual armor. Okay, which is the skunk, like the smell of a skunk, you know, wards away enemies. It removed your spiritual armor. So now there's other people who can play like you. Also, if you choose to indulge in alcohols, spirits, right, even in the smallest form, you are engaging in negative play or negative spirit play, negative, you know, whatever you want to call it. And instead of you acting as your authentic self, you're acting as someone adjacent to that. Okay, so what you think your authentic self should be instead of who your authentic self is in the moment. Okay, and the only way for you to, I guess, remove these people who want to take from you, like maybe there's a cancer out here that wants to take from you, or maybe there's actual cancer that wants to take from you. That could be the reason why you're indulging in alcohol and putting on this whole facade, because you don't feel like yourself. You know, you in essence, you're not yourself. You are the version of you that is undergoing probably an elective surgery, but for something that is or could be fatal. Okay, what is it, like if it's your gallbladder or appendix and stuff like that, those are not organs you necessarily need, but if they malfunction long enough, they could prove fatal for you. Okay, you can become septic and end up passing away, or they can become cancerous, also becoming septic and forcing someone to pass away. But we don't have that energy yet here. We have this saving grace energy of needing an elective surgery. So the intuition of this individual was lacking, and that's probably why they need this surgery. Okay, so what does it mean when your intuition is lacking and now there's a physical manifestation? It means that the spiritual world was trying to get in contact with you over an extended period of time. Unfortunately, there were other things in your life that took your focus, and so you couldn't pay attention to maybe a root cause, which could be lust. It could be greed. It could be hubris. That's pride. It could be any of those, 7 deadly sins, and you were ignoring it over an extended period of time. Now, yeah, that's just thoughts and, possibly actions. But what happens in this 3D world is that your thoughts become actions that become reality. Okay? So even if it hasn't even gotten to that action part, just know that if it's already a thought, it's already being put into the process of reality. And if you don't want it to be your reality, especially if it's negative, right, then you have to understand what it is and tackle the problem even in the smallest form. Okay? That will leave you less stress. But it would constantly have you take this leap of faith. Like, is this important enough for me to tackle right now? Is this important enough for me to even focus on? Is this important enough to look into? These are questions you have to ask yourself. Because if not, then unbeknownst to you, because you'll end up being blind to it, it will fester until you can no longer ignore it. And now it's a problem that could have been easily avoided. because that's also what I'm getting by this elective surgery. Okay, someone needs to go to a clinic, get this checkup ASAP. Okay, something about a social media post and squirrel energy. What is squirrel energy? You trying to find a nut, you trying to, like, you out here zip zapping, you know, you don't really, you know, think about the repercussions or the ramifications of what you're doing. It is momentary. It's strictly impulsive, and oftentimes you don't even get to bear the fruit of your labor. You don't get to enjoy it, and that's where this squirrel vibe is. It's like, maybe you're a social media influencer, or maybe you are going to social media to distract you from this stressful life. In essence, you're a squirrel trying to get a nut, because social media is going to offer you information that could potentially help you, but you're looking for distractions. So are you looking to be helped because you're you know, engaging in sources that would help you? Or are you just looking for a distraction? Because if you're just looking for a distraction, maybe you want to get off social media because you are going through, especially if you're on this video, you are going through some kind of spiritual ascension, spiritual association, because it could be descension depending on if you're paying attention to the reading or not. But you're going through some kind of spiritual battle, and the universe is offering you hints and clues, signs and synchronicities, so that you can align with the best resolution for you. You can align with the upgrade, you can align with the ascension, but you would have to, again, understand why you're stressed. What's the root cause of you being stressed? Okay, Rhino energy. I'm gonna let you guys Google that, because I feel like that's a specific message for only a few individuals, especially because it was in reverse. So there's a little girl from the age of 4 to 10. I'm gauging more like a 7-year-old, 7, 8. Yep, little girl, gal. And maybe this has everything to do with social media, okay, and a saving grace, because maybe she is watching something on social media. She's overactive in a way that could be potentially harmful for her. Okay, I don't see any more from that deck. Let's see what else is coming up. Yes, it's chaotic energy, but if you wanted peaceful energy, you would not be on this reading. Okay, cancel culture with procreation. With this bunny and rabbit energy, I'm getting strictly procreation, and procreation not with the idea of a legacy or an extending a family. Procreation with strictly the idea of impulse control issues. So I think, right now, I think, what was it, Diddy, you know, he's being canceled and stuff like that. R. Kelly was being canceled and stuff like that because of their promiscuity or their aggressiveness with their relationships and stuff like that, right? What was it? Even Chris Brown. There's a lot of musicians that are, whose true colors are showing, probably because of alcohol influence. Oh, we have this Taurus vibe. Yeah, I said Chris Brown, you know, he a Taurus or whatever. Let me stop. There's someone with the euphoria high. There's a new opportunity though, because you have this high, right? So what is it? You probably are unlocking certain parts of your brain that were initially blocked. So that's good. And it's going to offer you new opportunities, either in thinking so that it can manifest for you in reality, or just like the physical, because your mind is open, your eyes can see it, and now the opportunity that was always there is attainable now. Okay, so that you can rebuild. There's some kind of rebuilding energy and conservation station, which means not only are you rebuilding, you're maintaining what you're rebuilding. Okay, probably because of this cancel culture, probably because of this elective surgery, you're learning that, you know, your life has to take a shift, a direct path change in order for you to make it through in this lifetime. If not, it might be cut short. Okay, so it's master bedroom energy. Someone is gaming. Your psychic gifts are revoked. Okay, brown noser. Okay, so master bedroom energy, definitely getting relationship vibes. So if there's a partnership, we see a little girl. If this is a family dynamic and someone's trying to step out, the music messages are letting you know someone's trying to step out, and they're not really, you know, giving into this impulsive nature of procreation, but they are gaming in a sense. Or, you know, you should be doing stuff in the master bedroom, but you're too busy gaming. And so, you know, your psychic gifts are revoked. which means you don't see the intuition of the other person wanting to be a brown noser and be in your business and stuff like that. Even though they have pure intentions, the only reason why they're in your business because it's just like, well, why are you playing the game opposed to, you know, doing stuff in the master bedroom or whatever the case is. But if this has everything to do with a blocked contact that should be blocked but they no longer blocked, and you know, your pure intention of just, you know, filling your time because, you know, they're busy with the game and you ain't got nothing else to do. The storyline and parable, you get what I'm saying? Block contact, and you know, here's the story of why they not blocked and all this other stuff. You know, people crazy. I just had this lady tell me that she was, you know, enjoying relations with this dude, and then all of a sudden this girl pops up and he's like, that's my sister, but you can tell with the look on her face like that wasn't his sister, and she was supposed to, you know, go on her merry way and act like nothing happened. She was just supposed to be like, okay, that's your sister, I believe you, and leave. Yeah, nah, that's not, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But this, you see, so that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Okay, why? Because they want this heaven on earth experience, but they're doing stuff under the moonlight. Okay, and this could be this beverage menu of going to get drinks with an individual or multiple individuals, someone possibly with straight hair. It says to swap decks, we should go to colors, but I'm gauging more we need to look at the color symbolism that's already on the board. Okay, something having to do with the government authorities. If, you know, things go left with you, I guess, finding out that this person is stepping out, right? They're playing games, not only physical games, but games in your, I guess, relationship, which isn't good. Okay. There's a sunken ship over here with this cancel culture, which means I guess it's not going to be revived. It was a good one while it lasted, but it's a bit done. I know, again, going back to Diddy, he gave, I don't know how much money to Howard, but it was during a huge scandal. It's like, thank you for giving back to the community, but did it have to be to cover your ass? I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, he's playing possum. Okay, he's playing possum because his guiding light, or, you know, the guiding light of the energy that I'm speaking on, is basically headlights. Like they're in full darkness mode, and they have a very thin line that they cannot cross in order to remain in the light. That's what I'm getting, this headlight energy. Okay, commercial real estate. Imagine like driving on a highway, right? And the only light on the entire highway is this one billboard. Get this bedroom kid energy again with this little girl and a shopping store. So maybe someone needs cartoons, home. Okay, so maybe that's what you did, you know? You were with your little girl. You went shopping. You figured out how juvenile a nigga is. Excuse me, how juvenile a dude is. You found out that someone is getting married, like a dummy. Because that's where we get this boobs. Like, you know, they're very juvenile. But they're a seasoned man over 40. In this Virgo energy. So someone's getting married. Congratulations, congratulations. So that they can have this home. I guess like this cartoon life. Think of Family Guy. I'm not even thinking American Dad, but like think of Family Guy back in the 90s, not the new Family Guy, like the old Family Guy where Peter was like really simple, like really dumb. Like that's what I'm getting, right? But there's something with a shopping store and abort mission, someone who was aiming to be in a negative Scorpio energy, a very vengeful, malicious energy that is strategic. Don't get me wrong. Don't like, you could be in a vengeful, malicious energy as a Leo in reverse, but it doesn't go very far because it's more emotional. Like these emotions take physical form. Okay, so yeah, there's some kind of, this individual wants some kind of abundance, some kind of financial abundance, like okay, so there's a baby mama or daddy that wants some kind of financial abundance from the other party for a little girl who's between the ages of 4 to 10. Okay, but it's a sunken ship. Like I don't think it's gonna happen. It's like Maybe that's why they're being canceled, because they're over here, you know, doing all this procreation, but they're not, you know, in a sense, providing for it. So, again, we get this possum energy. Like, what's up? I'm gonna drop this. Sheesh. This home energy. Someone just left their home. It's a divine fated occurrence, because we got this home energy that fell. But it's going to be like a 1990s cartoon. Not only am I getting like a really simple Peter, I'm getting like Tom and Jerry. I'm definitely getting like a Tom and Jerry vibe. Okay. These snakes are switching up. They are parroting information. So if you tell one person one thing, just know the rest of that village knows. And it's because they want to receive some kind of, it says, praise from the 5D. Maybe you're receiving praise from the 5D because they're going on this excursion. It's completely unplanned, and even though it's unplanned, everyone already knows that it's going to happen. So what is something that's unplanned that everybody knew? COVID. COVID was unplanned. No one knew about COVID socially. But if you went back 2 to 3 years, you can hear people talking about the SARS virus. You can hear Obama talking about, you know, mass hysteria and government shutdown. You know, and he projected the year and everything. So if you go back in time, hindsight is 2020. If you go back in time, you can see that maybe this was planned, but to the general public, it was not planned. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm gauging. The people who it's affecting most believe it's unplanned, but this is a fully planned venture from a playbook. What playbook? From a vulture playbook. Oh, we have some ancestors present. Stop, because I just looked over at the TV and there was like this white like shadow, and I was like, oh, you know what, I'm in the reading, I'm not gonna focus on that right now, I'm gonna go right back to the reading so I don't have a hiccup. And then all of a sudden it's like, ancestors present, look at the fucking TV. No thank you. Okay, so someone might be autistic or have autism, and just know that people who have these kind of disabilities are closer to God because of their ability to understand, to their ability to perceive. Okay, it's a little bit harder to block the mind of an autistic person because of their limitless capacity, mental capacity. Not all autistic people, but the specifics that I'm speaking on, like they have personal protection, and it has everything to do with the divine. Okay, now because all of this is happening, this personal protection by the divine is, we're going back to it, manifesting in reality, okay, as physical protection. Now, because autistic people generally like to be by themselves, and you know, they are blessed with this superhuman strength. You can see the most scrawny autistic person, once you get them pissed off, they turn into the Hulk. Like, it's mind-boggling, but it is a form of divine safety. Okay, and because of this lack of loyalty, again, it's astonishing news. What is this astonishing news? That this evergreen vibe, evergreen, that's envy. This is regular green, so we're talking about life and health and growth. That is in reverse, and it's astonishing news to these people who are not loyal, but they're dogs, if that makes sense. They have all the quality of a dog, but except the positive ones. Okay, and with this autistic person, they're not even in this passionate energy. They're not in this rageful energy. They're not upset at all. Maybe the seasoned man over 40, that's the reason why he is not mentally apt, because, like Peter, because he's autistic. So maybe he is, you know, it's a good one. He actually, you know, can understand what's happening around them a little bit more than other people. He doesn't get maybe like sarcasm and all those, like see beyond what I'm saying. This person is like, no, I'm going to take exactly what you're saying, type of energy. And I guess there's nothing wrong with that. This journey or excursion that's unplanned, though, from these perpetrators is not going to end well. I'm getting suicide vibes, but again, vibes. It doesn't mean like they're actually thinking about suicide. It just means that the universe believes, you know, this would be a proper punishment for a certain behavior. You know, we just hope that it doesn't play out because, you know, there's a leap of faith that needs to be taken here in order for any of this to actually transpire. This is, again, in its planning stages, okay? There's some kind of spiritual blindness for the anxiety that you feel, okay? So along with this stress nature, you should be feeling like pins and needles and all this other stuff. You're being protected from all of that just so that you can, I guess, brace yourself for this unplanned venture. And there's some kind of physical blindness, but you got it. So although you're not seeing it start to manifest, you already know what's going to take place. Your intuition is going to tell you. The music messages are going to tell you. This, we've already told you. You just have to see how it plays out specifically for you. And this is going to happen on a Saturday night, which is so interesting because it is currently Saturday evening. So I said the message will happen as we give it. I might need to post this immediately. It's been a while. Okay, this person is spineless. They're in devil energy. Etymology is significant because they're faithfully committed to this evil spineless energy. You know, birds of a feather flock together. I'm getting birds plural as a murder. Okay, I was pre-shuffling and the first card that fell out was murder. You know, and I heard it in that you know, eerie investigator voice type of thing. Okay, so this euphoria high, they're thinking about life as it was, not life as it is. They're kind of in nostalgic energy, but this nostalgia is not even all positive. Like, is decaying memories. They're not memories still in their prime. So, well, for this alky, you know, who's looking for stability, probably from this main male, I don't know if you're gonna get it. I don't think you're gonna get it. But if you are this main male, or if you are in this energy at all, then you know you need to be on alert, because you are purposely being tested by the divine to see if, without any prior warning, quote unquote, because you still have your spiritual gifts, without any prior warning, are you able to still act in the highest vibrational light possible, even when chaos is ensuing, even when danger is imminent, even when your safety may be compromised. Are you able to maintain and take that leap of faith when it's time? All right, so that you won't be prey to these vultures. People are possibly saying that there's a Pisces energy that's kind of karmic. They're out without a paddle because they're moving toward this Taurus energy, right? But they're enemies. That's what the moth symbolizes. If you see moths around, kill them. Mothballs, warn them away, right? But it's the idea of the skunk, right? With the mothballs, the smell. You need a spiritual protection, like a spiritual bubble, so that these energies can't penetrate. Right? The moth is not going to attack you, right, per se, but it nibbles at your clothes, it can be in your food, it serves as a constant annoyance where there could be no annoyance, there could be peace. Okay, moths specifically take peace away by what? Being attracted to light that could kill them. You know, they're not meant for the light, especially with the vibration that they're on. They're not meant for it, so why are they so attracted to it? Right? It's all a part of the dynamic. Oh, look, we got this Pisces again. Okay, so maybe this is a Pisces on Pisces thing, right? And that's the reason why we have one in reverse and we have one kind of like oblong here, because this Pisces is a caregiver of children, while this Pisces over here is quote unquote out without a paddle with a new Taurus. Okay, and I say new because we don't know anything about this Taurus. This Taurus doesn't have any cards like dropped for them. We just know that there's a Taurus energy attached to this other Pisces, okay? There's some grounding that needs to take place, or this individual is physically brown. We don't really subscribe to African American unless we know specifically you traveled from Africa to come over here. If not, then we constitute you as being chocolate or brown, depending on your frequency. Your frequency high, chocolate all day. Your frequency low, you know, you're brown. You're brown. We're just gonna say what we see, type of thing. There's some kind of hurt feelings from Saturday into the Lord's Day. So we're talking about this is all going to happen on a Saturday night. It's currently Saturday evening going into Saturday night, which will then go into Sunday, the Lord's Day. So this is again happening as we speak with energy that wants to move like a Scorpio. They probably have Scorpio highly aspected in their chart, and that is one of their canon moments here, where they have to like really sift through the parts of their life that they want to be hidden and the parts of their life that should be hidden, and kind of orchestrate that positively. But I don't know. But just know that there's early mid-Saturday. It's going to feel like absolutely nothing's going on. You're mad chill. There's no problems. And then all of a sudden, things are going to take a turn. Okay? You are getting basically a reality reprieve until, you know, up until the moment where this is all gonna happen for you. Okay, so some kind of holiday celebration, horse energy, dining room, planting seeds. Someone needs to clean, possibly the Scorpio in reverse, or this person acting in this energy is really needy. They're constantly talking about family, but what they're doing is offering rat poison right to the meal. So instead of offering proper nourishment like healthy dynamics and goals, aspirations, love, all these positive things, no, they're supplying hate, toxicity, trauma, PTSD, and they're attaching this to their family dynamic as if the family dynamic is a saving grace from all of this, opposed to you personally fixing this or resolving it within yourself so that the family can thrive past, you know, your personal hurts. But they're feeding this personal hurts, rat poison to this family. All right, but they're planting seeds. Just know that there's something's gonna happen. It's a wake-up call, and it's gonna be a wake-up call for all parties involved. For the divinely protected party, it's a wake-up call for you to know that, you know, there's energies that are and, you know, attacking you, whether you know it or not. And this is just a testimony that, you know, faith is so important, and attributing yourself to the spiritual, to the divine, is of the utmost importance, because even though all of this is happening, you are still protected. The chosen is still untouched, unmatched. Okay, and we talked about like this possibly going left, and if it goes left, it's going to end up, you know, with someone passing away. But here we have this cemetery or graveyard energy, which can also symbolize putting something to rest indefinitely. Okay, possibly the stress of this third party, fourth party. You get this Aries in reverse, so maybe, you know, Aries is highly aspected in their chart. I'm not really getting Aries energy, because with everything that fell out, we would want this passion to be in the upright. If we're talking about fire signs, everything's red, you know. But we're talking about water signs, where everything kind of looks like a coral reef. You know, we have the blues, we have a little bit of yellow, like the sand, we have that pink, you know, just to show you the difference between the, you know, the fish and the water and stuff like that. Like I'm definitely getting a lot of water energy, which we saw. Okay, we're back to swapping the decks, talking about the color symbolism, right? I think we should get some names. Ready? Oh, okay. I guess we were really ready. So we have Sima, Rachel or Rochelle, Cassandra, but that's in the reverse, James, Darcy, Mary, Ariel, Joe, but it's in the reverse, June, it's in the reverse, Pal, it's in the reverse, Henrietta, Octavio, it's in the reverse, and Howard. See, I talked about Diddy giving money to Howard. And while Howard is so happy because they need, you know, the funding to be able to support all of the nonprofits that they have at the school, and, you know, funding the actual school. What is it for? Is it for a good cause? Come on, my guy. Come on, get it together. Get it together. All right, so let's see if there's any other messages as we're cleaning up. Some kind of scam likely at an industrial facility with a cheater. So just know while this person's at work, they possibly cheating. Cheater, pumpkin eater. And that's the reason why, you know, this energy with the little girl and everything is really pushing for maturity. It's pushing for that financial abundance, or maybe is pushing for nothing but financial abundance, because, you know, there's no full relationship here. If the dude's gaming, you know, instead of thinking about the master bedroom, thinking about the legacy between him and his partner and baby girl. All right, but again, he's out without a paddle, trying to find this serendipity, being a cheater. Someone's wiretapped, and they're gonna have to let go of, they're not seeing the bigger picture. That's what I'm getting by Capricorn vibes. They're not seeing the bigger picture here, confirmation. And they're gonna have to let go of some material items. Now that could be the dude having to let go of finances to give to mama. You're gonna see the signs and synchronicities there. Or it's going to be, you know, having to let go of the relationship entirely, having to let go of being a cheater and being faithful. But at that point, do you really want him, sis? Do you really want him? Oh, he does it on occasion. Oh, it was his first time. You know, it was strictly platonic. It was a business relationship. And then, Whatever. I can't even tell you what to, you know, what to do, how to do it. You know, you know what's best for you, okay? And I appreciate you for appreciating me and your energy, because if you didn't appreciate me and your energy, I wouldn't be able to do this with you right now, okay? So thank you. If you would like to, I would appreciate it also if you could like, share, subscribe. If there's other information that you want to know about this, feel free to contact me directly. My information is in the link or the description below, and we can really figure out how this ties into your specific story, because this is general. So yes, some things may apply, some things may not apply, but who knows you better than you, type of thing. All right, so I wish you all the best. I'll see you soon. Until the next.